Okay, so to replace the standard coax cable coupler, I just bought this one. Okay, so I bought this plate, okay, which is just a normal one with two holes inside, and I bought one of these which were already set in. But what I did, I removed the coax cable one and I put it here, and I bought a coupler that looks like this. Okay, a coupler that looks like this. Okay, so this coupler and the one that was already inside this one, I removed them and I placed them right here like this way, and that's how they go in. There is just a clip over here that you clip down and press down, and same thing goes over here. If you see, for example, if I remove, you will see that there is a top, like an inner top that is a little down, and then over here you have that bottom. So the clip goes on the top, but you have to put, there is a kind of like a stopper that you put first in the bottom, and then the clip goes on the top. So that's pretty much what that is over here. You cannot simply put straight forward, but you kind of like a swerve in, and then you put in and press in. That's pretty much. And to cut the thing, you just use a normal blade, okay, a cutter, a normal one, and you just cut through the drywall. He actually long enough to cut through so that you have a proper cut in your drywall. Okay, now I chose to put some anchors inside so that they can hold better the screw, and I'm gonna screw down the plate now. Okay, so now this is fixed. We're gonna put the one from the back, and then we will have the other one over here. Okay, so once that's done, you just screw in the coax cable, which is right here now in, and then this is just the RJ45 that you just plug in. Okay, you just plug in what actually I'm gonna use another cable. I'm gonna use a yellow one. So the coupler that I put inside is a coupler that is a 5E capable coupler. Okay, so a cat 5E, so which is a pretty better, because the next one is a cat 6. So I'm gonna put this one here, right, and then the end of the other cable, I'm gonna simply put it on the back of one of the Ethernet port. Okay, so I'm gonna put that in the back over here. Okay, there you go. So you have one cable that comes inside the Ethernet port, and that feed the coupler right here. Okay, so this way what we have, because this one is a cable, a coax cable type modem router all together. Okay, so this modem gonna get the Wi-Fi, okay, the internet from this cable that comes from the provider, the ISP, okay, right in. And now in turn, this one gonna serve from this cable, okay, you're gonna return the internet inside here, and in the back I have connected the other one that comes from the breaker box for the cables, and in the back I have this RJ45 cable that will connect in, and that will serve directly the other internet from here. So I'm gonna show you in a moment. Okay, so as I said, we're gonna run a little cable. We're gonna go straight right here. This is one of the vents, so we know which level we at, so you're gonna run through here to go out. Okay, so to be extremely careful, you need to make sure where your pipes run, your vents run, and all that. and you need to really be calculating so that you don't just drill inside anything. And for this purpose, I use a very thin, small drill bit just to see where I could locate it. That's because we have a open there is an open ceiling. So once I have located it, I was able to find it right over here, very well away from this pipe that you see here, which is the pipe for the vent, and you don't want to touch that at all, else that would be more money in order to fix it. So the way I was able to calculate it was that I measured from the vent to this side, and then I made a little hole with this one, just enough so that it doesn't touch anything from the top of the vent to the bottom of the subfloor. So once you have that corrected and then adjusted, and you know exactly where it goes, you just don't want to use a long drill, just use a little one, just enough that will go through the subfloor, which is sometimes just like a few inches thick, maybe 6 or some, or maybe less than 6 actually. So you like maybe 3 or 4 maximum. So you want to make sure that you have all this. And on this side here, you can see that the vent, that the drill is in. Now I'm gonna drill so that I can have this cable go through. This one in here go through. Okay, so we're able to pass the cable safely from this little hole over here. Let me show you. Right there, from this little hole over here, and here and down, and we're gonna now connect that right over on the top here. Okay, so now we're on the top, and now it's in. There you go, right here. So now this is gonna serve internet to the other router on the top. So here is the thing over here, it runs in. You can see that internet is in correctly and plug right there. So that's the whole thing right here in order to get in situated. Okay, so this is fixed over here, and the Wi-Fi is connected and working properly. We're gonna downstairs. Okay, so now here's the end product. We have it running over here all the way down and running properly, neatly throughout the stud, and connected and running through out there. So that's pretty much what that is. Okay, so now I'm gonna use this master weld to just weld the hole and get it done. I mean, to seal the hole. So be right back. Okay, so now we have the hole sealed and we good. Everything is properly made. That thing is touched over here, which is very important when you work on your underfloor, like your subfloor and stuff like that. You want always to make a pre-drill with a very tiny thing, not long than probably not long than 2 inches. Yeah, probably 2 inches, so that you may know exactly what you want. But in my case, as I said, the ceiling was open, so I was able to really identify where to drill and to get things done. And now everything is connected, and the Wi-Fi is all set up. So over here we have the main router, which is also a modem that is feeding our other modem, and the other one has to be transformed as a AP, meaning access point, because both of them cannot be router. The other one is also a router, but you need to transform it as a AP access point for it to be able to forward the Wi-Fi as a booster. So that's the connections. Here we have the Wi-Fi working well. Everything is as supposed to be, on the top we also have the Wi-Fi working here properly as it's supposed to be. So this router, you need to transform it, as I say, as I access point, and then that's much pretty all. Thank you. Goodbye.